Hello, Virgo. As always, this is a general reading for a large audience, so take what resonates and gently leave the rest. When I prepare these readings, I ask that each of you receives at least one message meant specifically for you, and I want you to know how honored I am to share this space with you, to use the gifts I've been guided to develop. If you're new here, I work only with God, Jesus, and the angels. I listen, I receive, and I share what comes through. If you're here, you're likely at a point in your life where guidance is needed, and I will continue offering long, detailed readings to support you on your journey. Now let's begin. The first energy coming through is celebration. There is joy here, a sense of victory, a feeling that something important has been achieved. This energy feels like a moment you've been waiting for, something that fills your heart with excitement and hope. For some of you, this may relate to work or finances, but for most, this energy is connected to love. However, the angels are very clear here. What looks like something to celebrate may not be what it appears to be. The next energy is education, life lessons, earth school. This card speaks of learning through experience, not just through thought or hope. It suggests that there is information you do not yet have, details that have not fully surfaced. For some of you, this information arrives unexpectedly. For others, it comes as a difficult realization. This is a lesson you were meant to learn before moving forward. The final energy in this sequence is change and transition, guided by Archangel Azrael. This tells me that you are being led through a necessary ending so that something new can be born. This transition is uncomfortable because you've been resisting it. You've been holding on. For many of you, this is about a person, someone who has lied to you, deceived you, taken advantage of your kindness, someone who may have cheated, manipulated, or used you emotionally, financially, or physically. This person may have involved a third party while keeping you in a cycle of hope and disappointment. You thought this connection was worth celebrating when it returned. You thought things had finally changed, but the cycle is repeating. The angels are saying this clearly. If you go back again without learning the lesson, you will be hurt again. For some of you, this isn't romantic, it's business or financial. A partnership that looks promising on the surface but has burned you before. You believe this time will be different, but the pattern hasn't changed. This is not about punishment. This is about protection. You are being asked to release what keeps pulling you backward so you can rise like the phoenix and move toward what is truly meant for you. A love that is mutual, a partnership that is honest, a future that is stable. You've been holding on because of fear, fear of the unknown, fear that someone new could hurt you the same way, fear of starting over. But the resistance to change is what's making this transition more painful than it needs to be. The angels are guiding you. You've been given signs repeatedly, but stubbornness, emotional attachment, and fear have made it difficult for you to let go. And now the message deepens. There is another path opening, a new beginning, a chance at a life that aligns with your true desires, love, home, stability, and long-term commitment. But it requires a step forward, a leap of faith. You've done the healing. You've learned the lessons. You are wiser now. You are not the same person who was hurt before. For many of you, this new beginning involves someone you already know, someone loyal, someone emotionally available, someone who compliments you rather than drains you. The connection feels familiar, but not because it's repeating pain, because it's aligned. Yet fear keeps you frozen. You're afraid this is too good to be true, afraid history will repeat itself, afraid of trusting again. And so you hesitate, even though the signs are everywhere. Synchronicities, repeated messages, dreams, conversations, inner knowing. Nothing here is accidental. This connection, this opportunity, this blessing. It has been divinely timed. You are being guided toward it, but you must choose it. You are standing at a crossroads. One path keeps you tied to grief, cycles, and emotional exhaustion. The other leads to love, abundance, family, and peace, but it requires trust. You are protected. You are guided. You are not alone. And what's unfolding next depends on whether you are willing to release fear and step forward into what has been waiting for you all along. So, the energy shifts again, Virgo, and this is where things become intense. I'm seeing movement that cannot be stopped anymore. Someone in your life has reached a breaking point internally. This person has been watching you from a distance, observing your growth, your silence, your restraint. They noticed when you stopped chasing, when you pulled your energy back, when you chose yourself instead of repeating old patterns. That moment changed everything for them. This is someone who once felt overwhelmed by how genuine you were. Your love felt too pure, too deep, too real. It scared them. They didn't feel ready, worthy, or capable of matching your emotional maturity, so instead of rising to meet you, they ran. For some of you, this is the same person who ghosted you, disappeared without explanation, or left you in confusion and unanswered questions. But here's what's shocking. This person never stopped thinking about you. Not once. Every attempt they made to replace you failed. Every third-party situation collapsed. I'm seeing jealousy, regret, and a strong sense of loss. They tried to distract themselves with attention from others, but it never satisfied them. No one else felt like home. No one else matched your energy, your loyalty, your presence. Now this person is coming in strong. And when I say strong, I mean unexpectedly intense, messages out of nowhere, emotional confessions, apologies that feel raw and unfiltered. For some of you, this person wants to see you face to face urgently. They don't want to wait anymore. But the cards are very clear. Their return is not casual. This person is planning what to say, planning how to approach you, planning how to prove themselves. There is love bombing energy here, yes, but not in a careless way. This feels like someone trying desperately to make up for lost time, trying to show you everything they failed to show before. However, Virgo, this is where your power comes in. You are not the same person they left behind. You're more grounded now, more discerning. You see through words. You feel energy before promises. And you are no longer willing to accept confusion disguised as love. The angels are reminding you to observe, not rush, to listen, not assume, to let actions speak. Because while this person's feelings are real, their emotional maturity is still being tested. For some of you, there is also a second energy present. Another person, quieter, stable, someone who has been consistent, even if they haven't been bold. This person respects your boundaries. They don't overwhelm you, but they don't disappear either. This is a slow burning energy, one built on trust rather than intensity. And here's the twist. Both energies may arrive around the same time. One comes with history, passion, and unfinished business. The other comes with peace, security, and long-term potential. And you will feel the difference immediately. One stirs your nervous system, the other calms it. This is a karmic crossroads. You are being asked to choose not based on familiarity, but on alignment. Your intuition is heightened right now. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to how you feel after conversations, not during them. Excitement that leaves you anxious is not the same as excitement that leaves you grounded. Something is unfolding rapidly, Virgo. Conversations you didn't expect. Truths you didn't plan to hear. a shift that puts you back in the position of choice, not waiting. And as this energy continues to build, as intentions become clearer and emotions rise to the surface, the next steps will depend entirely on how firmly you stand in your worth. Because what's coming next is deeply tied to the decision you're about to make. And the universe is watching how you respond. All right, let's bring this reading to a powerful close, Virgo. As the energy settles, the message becomes very clear. This situation was never meant to leave you broken. It was meant to wake you up. Everything that happened, the ghosting, the silence, the third-party interference, the confusion, it all served a purpose. It pushed you into your power. It taught you what you will no longer tolerate. And now, because you changed, the entire dynamic is changing too. The person coming back is no longer returning to the old version of you. They are meeting someone stronger, wiser, and far less willing to settle for half-truths. This is why they are nervous. This is why they are coming in with intensity. They know they can't play games anymore. They know they risk losing you for good if they do. The cards show a deep fear of rejection on their side. Ironically, the same fear that once made them run is now making them chase. They regret not choosing you openly when they had the chance. They regret listening to outsiders, to gossip, to their own insecurities. That third-party energy, it's done. It served as a lesson, not a future. It collapsed under its own weight because it was built on ego, not love. Now, Virgo, you hold the upper hand, but not in a cruel way, in a conscious way. You are being asked to respond, not react, to remain soft, but not naive, to allow space for truth, but not excuses. If this person wants access to you again, they must come correct emotionally, energetically, consistently. Some of you will give this person a chance, but on completely new terms. A clean slate, slow pace, clear boundaries. Others will realize that closure doesn't always mean reunion. Sometimes closure is seeing someone finally understand your value when you no longer need their validation. And here's the most important message of all. No matter which path you choose, you win. Because you are no longer chasing love, love is responding to you. The universe is aligning you with relationships that reflect your growth, not your wounds. What comes next will feel different, calmer, more intentional, more real. And whether it's with this returning person or someone new, you are stepping into a chapter where you are chosen without hesitation. This chapter isn't about proving your worth anymore. It's about receiving what you always deserved. And as this energy continues to unfold, more will be revealed, especially through conversations, actions, and choices that happen sooner than you think, leaving you standing exactly where you belong, fully aware of your power and ready for what's next.